Yeah, and if you know anything about U.S. history, you better have gotten that last one, Fremont, the Pathfinder. Welcome to the final wager. I'm Keith Williams. Fremont was also the first Republican presidential candidate in 1856, losing to Buchanan. And then, of course, we had Abraham Lincoln as the second Republican candidate. So we got a good game tonight. A lot of misses in the second round, which surprised me. Seems like people couldn't stay off the buzzer. Udit 16-2, Jeff 12,000, Toni 7,800. All three players having four-letter names tonight, which is kind of fun. I gotta say, personally, I was very disappointed in that Beatles category that nobody got that clue about a day in the life. As my Sgt. Pepper's quiz was just up this weekend, and I almost used a clue about the middle section, where one of the middle sections where it gets kind of big in between the John part and the Paul part, and Mal Evans counting out the 24 measures between. He was their road manager. We do have some work, so I better stop talking so much. 24,000. What am I doing there? 24. So it's going to be 7,800 at a minimum for Udit. If he's wrong with that wager, it's going to be 8,000 minus 8,400. So this is where things get a little hairy. Jeff, 84. Oh, wait. 4,200, 4,200. We have evenly spaced scores. So this might be fun. Minus 3,600. So Jeff can't cover a zero wager by Udit without falling below on the double stumper. 8,400. Tony's got to wager everything. So here's where things get interesting. 15,600. This 3,600 will exactly cover Toni. So that's a wager, a tie wager for Jeff. Udit now, if he's expecting Jeff to go for this 3,600 exactly, which he might not, I would go for 3,601 myself, because I wouldn't want to risk a tiebreaker with Toni. Udit could wager 7,800 himself. I'll put that 7,801 there, which would put him at risk of tying Jeff if Jeff goes for everything, which is also a feasible wager, because Jeff might be afraid of Udit going for the zero. I don't know why I couldn't figure that one out so quickly. So yeah, if I'm Jeff, I gotta go 12,000 exactly as a possibility. And Udit, if he wants to stay above Toni, what was that, 15,600, is a maximum of 600. I would put that at 5 mini games. You can put that right there. I got more to say about at least one other clue, but we'll come back to that after we play Final Jeopardy. Because it's time for some leave. I'm wearing this because it was very cold today and I just ran home, so I haven't changed yet. It's freezing this morning. Might still be freezing now, actually. Back to freezing anyway.
Food and drink. Here's the clue for you, players. This cereal brand that's been with us since the 1920s teamed up with a brewer in 2015 to create a Hefeweizen. 30 seconds. Good luck.
Wheat. Hefeweizen is a wheat beer. Quaker Oats? No, because Hefeweizen's a wheat. Yeah. So shredded wheat would make sense. Wheat bran, Total? No, is that wheat? I don't know. I gotta go with that. It's an old school
right,
brand.
Start with you, Toni Johnson. You were in third place with 7,800, and you wrote down what? What is General Mills? You went for the company instead of the product. So it's going to cost you. That's an incorrect response.
That's a bad wager in this situation.
Now we come to the man in the middle, Jeff Crosby, at 12,000. He wrote down this, Great Nuts. Sorry, that's the wrong cereal.
Ooh! This might get spicy here.
Now over to Udit, our champion. 16,200 going in, and he wrote down, what is Kellogg's? No, Hefeweizen is also known as a wheat beer, and the cereal is Wheaties.
Oh!
Breakfast of Champions. It's going to cost our champion how much money? $8,000. That drops him down to $8,200. Jeff Crosby, guess what? You're the new Jeopardy champion with $8,400.
And I think Toni would have been saying "whoa" for a different reason had both she and Jeff gotten this for one right, because she would have given away a tiebreaker situation. Wow, great job, Jeff. Spotting that 3600, 3601 would have been just as good. And yeah, I don't know what I would depend on there. I think 3600 might be the better play if you think that the person behind you is not very savvy at wagering. And yeah, I don't really have a problem with Udit's bigger wager. And yeah, I kind of do, because Jeff could have gone for 3601, and that 7801 would have put him into a tie. So yeah, I gotta give him a pink for that one, at least. Yeah, probably just a pink. We'll see how I feel. In about 20 minutes when I put together the post. The other thing I wanted to mention tonight was I think it's 5 or 6 generations ago, my father's father, all the way up the patrilineal, is that even a word? The patriarchal chain. Whatever, I need to eat dinner. It's late, too. 5 or 6 generations of men above me, there was a man named Liberty Williams, and he and his family, that's a pretty awesome name, by the way, he and his family lived in Missouri. And I don't know I can't remember if it was my father, I'll check with my mom. My father or his father that was known as being very stubborn because they have Missouri blood. So they're stubborn as a Missouri mule, they would say. And yeah, I can be stubborn once in a while. And I can just be indecisive at other times. Is it the same thing? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Leave that up for the jury to decide. And we'll have Jeff returning tomorrow with 8,400 today, but you could make more tomorrow. I gotta say, Udit, great game today. I think he had a much better game than yesterday. Seemed less nervous about things, and only took a $2,000 daily double. I would have gone bigger, but that's just me, and it's easy when you're at home. Oh yeah, one last thing. There's another World Capitals category tonight. I was surprised that they let that happen. Maybe one of these games was a holdover for another week, and they just dropped it in and didn't really look to see how it might balance out with another game. And 2 days in a row, we saw World Capitals category. It didn't really help Udit this time because he dropped that $2,000 clue on Podgorica. But hey, shows how important it is to know your World Capitals. We'll see you tomorrow, right here, on the Final Wager.